Okay, so anyway, Sanskrit, the word Shakti has multiple layers of meaning that unfold in these traditions' language of outer, inner, and secret. The Sanskrit root of Shakti is shak, meaning potency, the potential to produce, to be able, to do, or to act. Shakti refers to primordial energy, the source of all divine and cosmic evolution. Part of this energetic relationality is that Shakti is personified in all the forms we find in the natural world. The definition of Shakti as intrinsic in the natural world around us is important as we develop our own understanding of how Shakti is all-pervasive, everywhere, in absolutely everything all the time. It is also helpful when we consider how intimately the body of the goddess, the natural landscape, and the body of the practitioner are linked. So last week, I think it was last week, the focus was non-dual union. Union in Sanskrit, yoga. Yoga is defined, one of the ways we define yoga is the term union. And the yogic term union really means awakening into the oneness of the universe. And so we're talking about Kali, the great mother of the universe, the primordial, the original mother of the universe. And before our brain, she's even before the identification of a human shape as a mother. She's primordial as in like before there was form. And that primordial energy is Shakti. And so that's part of why we're talking about Kali and Kali Yuga Conversations at this time in her story, his story, it's really an important time to understand that this primordial, powerful, universal energy, we all have access to it. And if we learn how to use it, it will literally change your life. I am living proof of it. So moving forward, let's see. So Shakti is a noun, and yet the vitality and potentiality of Shakti is present in all beings, no man. So it's a noun with a feminine tone implications, yet Shakti is present in all beings, no matter the gender. Men have intrinsic Shakti, as well as the ability to generate Shakti through their spiritual practices, sadhana. We'll get to that in a minute. Just as women do, and as all beings do. The term Shakti is both a noun and a proper noun. Most generally, as a noun, Shakti is the creative, feminine, energetic force that pervades the universe. So as a noun, Shakti is the creative, feminine, energetic force that pervades the universe. The flavor that this energy has is power. And it has the nuance of being an activating power, the way that electricity has activating power. Something can be dormant, boom, you give it Shakti and it's alive. We talked about this, I think, on Tuesday or last Tuesday or the Tuesday before, about how all of the temples in India of this tradition have these beautiful images, the apsaras, these beautiful feminine images. You have the Devadasi, the dancers, you have all these beautiful sensual feminine images all over the temples. And that is kind of like plugging the temple into the socket and turning all the lights on. You've built the temple, you've done all the beautiful masculine aspects of building a temple. There's a strong foundation, it's built in stone, it's got architecture and form. And then how do you bring it to life? Boom, you cover it in beautiful forms of the feminine. That's the Shakti. It ignites the temple into life. So electricity creates what is necessary for light bulbs to work, for example. Just so, Shakti creates what is necessary for life to occur, for creation to light up. for creation to take form. Like electricity, Shakti has the potential to also destroy things. So, personally speaking, and as I talked about in class, part of why I now wear bangles every day and my anklets, they don't come off. And this has been a sadhana I've been doing for many years because I literally used to blow things up. If anyone knew me not even too long ago, I was constantly in this destruction thing. And I literally would blow up cell phones, watches, fuses, occasionally a light bulb. And it was Shakti, just without a discipline, without a sadhana, without guidance. And I had a lot of this Kali energy, a lot of this Shakti energy, and the same beautiful energy that can power and fuel one into their ripening to their fullest embodiment, their innate being. That same energy out of control will destroy. And so this is why, if that's ringing a bell with anyone, that is why we at some point might just like surrender at our knees to Ma. And those of us who have more of the Shakti energy, the more powerful a goddess that you can, or a tradition that you can align yourself to, the more you can learn how to wrangle, yoke, use, yoga. That is also one of the other, use is one of the root Sanskrit parts of the term yoga. Use means to yoke. So if you can yoke yourself, if you can tame yourself, if you can wrangle that energy and direct it, that is your path and power and fuel to awakening. So that's what we're leading up to here. Shakti is the fuel, sadhana is the vehicle. Okay, here we go. And then we'll lead into Shakti as a proper noun, capitalized, refers to goddess, the goddess, in her undifferentiated form, before she separates into her constituent parts. Shakti is identical to the Great Mother. So now we're talking, these are all capital, these are all caps, capital words, terms. Shakti is identical to the Great Mother, Devi, Kali, Adya Kali, Adya meaning primordial, before form, and is the lifeblood energy of creation. She is an independent goddess, whole unto herself, and simultaneously part of everything, imbued with everything. Creation is thus the self-expression of Shakti. So, as I started my post today, the words of my Yogini teacher, to love one form of Ma, meaning the Great Mother, meaning Kali here in our context. To love one form of Ma is to love any form of Ma. So no matter what you're called to in regards to these Great Mother archetypes around the world, doesn't have to be limited to India. One is inclusive of all, which is so beautiful. So there's no wrong path. They're all a right path. Let's talk about sadhana. So feel free to throw in any comments, questions, good stuff like that. Wow, is that Prince that I had a dance party with in Delhi? If that is, please say yes, because that would be amazing. I really want to see you all again. You guys made my trip that time. So let's talk about sadhana. Sadhana. I don't know if there's anything in here that I'm going to read about sadhana. Essentially, so there's a lot of sisters, students, asking for a daily practice. And I will say, again, as one who had that crazy Shakti destructive energy running around, I had to finally just be so on my knees that I was like, okay, I will commit to sadhana. But how in the heck do you, how do you just start a sadhana, right? you need a teacher. Okay, so then I prayed for a teacher, and I've found incredible teachers on my path. But then there's got to be that trust, that commitment to the teacher, and then the teacher starts offering more and more as the student develops. But then one of the other crucial things is Sangha, having a community. Just knowing that you're not the only one doing this, what can be very challenging discipline. And also having those who you can communicate with, you can grow with, you can inspire each other. So in Buddhism, we call this the Buddha, meaning the teacher, the Dharma, meaning the path and the teachings, and the Sangha, our precious practice community. Really, if you want success with a discipline that has the power to ripen your body, mind, and energy, those three things are required. And you are welcome to try without that. And when you get exhausted, come and talk to me. I am totally at service to those who want to create it doesn't have to be daily even. And I really help people start from the very beginning to get real with what can you do on a weekly basis. And we start small and simple. As my Yogini teacher says, you always want to only commit to what you can actually handle, so that you're constantly increasing momentum, that you don't ever have to go backwards, that you're always growing. So that might mean start really small and simple. So some of the ladies in our program this week requested to have me offer a daily sadhana course. And I love that. I love helping enhance people's lives through routine practices, regular practices of body, mind, energy. So if that interests you, please reach out. I'm crafting it right now, and I want to base this course on what you want, what you need. So we are looking at, of course, body, some asana practice. Breath is essential in your discipline, whether it's a mantra recitation, whether it's yogic, asana, whatever it is, breath is essential. That's part of the prana, the energy, the Shakti. There was a request to actually focus and deepen on a mudra practice, which would be beautiful. So that's the hand gestures. And then I'm going to throw in my other bells and whistles and tricks that have been incredibly valuable for me. I love sharing everything I can to help you on your way.